Hello BTS lovers. Just 10 minutes ago at 11:01 p.m. Western Indonesian time on Sunday, June 22, 2025, time itself seemed to pause as Taehyung, the soulful maestro of BTS, unleashed a seismic wave of emotion during an impromptu Weverse live that has left fans across the planet drowning in tears of joy, awe, and boundless love. Fresh from his triumphant military discharge on June 10, 2025, Taehyung emerged in a haven of warmth, his radiant smile illuminating the screen like a beacon in the night, and delivered words that struck the very core of every ARMY's soul. Army, you've carried me through every dark moment. Your love is my strength, my lifeline, and I'll dedicate my entire existence to weaving it back into every note, every breath, every dream I chase for you. This profound, almost poetic declaration, spoken with his signature humility and a single glistening tear tracing a path down his cheek, has ignited a torrent of emotions, with fans flooding social media, clutching their hearts in disbelief, and plummeting ever deeper into an abyss of adoration for the man whose devotion redefines the meaning of connection. From the tender, almost ethereal vulnerability in his trembling voice to the veiled hints of sacrifices that whisper of untold resilience, this moment is a masterpiece, a love letter etched in stardust, showcasing Taehyung's golden heart in all its radiant glory. Join us on an extraordinary heart-wrenching journey as we plunge into the depths of this emotional supernova, unravel the genius behind his words, uncover the hidden tapestries of his spirit, and celebrate why Taehyung's boundless soul continues to captivate and elevate the world to new heights of love. Envision the scene unfolding like a cinematic dream. It's 11:01 p.m. Western Indonesian time, and Taehyung settles into a dimly lit sanctuary, the soft, golden glow of a handcrafted lantern, its glass etched with delicate floral patterns he carved during SDT downtime, casting ethereal shadows that sway with the rhythm of his gentle breaths. Dressed in a soft gray sweater, its sleeves rolled up to reveal wrists adorned with a simple leather bracelet, he wove himself from SDT-issued rope. His dark hair tousled from a day of lost-in-thought sketching. He cradles a guitar, its strings humming under fingers that tremble with a symphony of emotion. Then, in a voice thick with raw, unfiltered feeling, he speaks, each word a brushstroke on the canvas of the night. Army, you've carried me through every dark moment. Your love is my strength, my lifeline, and I'll dedicate my entire existence to weaving it back into every note, every breath, every dream I chase for you. The words linger like a melody, suspended in the air, as a solitary tear carves a shimmering path down his cheek, a silent ode to the weight of his gratitude. Within seconds, the Weverse chat erupts into a kaleidoscope of crying emojis, pulsating hearts, and messages like, Tae, you're our forever light. A digital tidal wave that mirrors the rivers of tears cascading down fans' faces across continents, uniting them in a shared heartbeat of love. This wasn't a rehearsed monologue. It was a spontaneous eruption of gratitude, a volcanic outpouring triggered by a fan's trembling question. How did you survive SDT, Tae? His response, laced with a vulnerability that felt like a warm embrace, unveiled a side of Taehyung that ARMY holds sacred, a soul who feels with the depth of an ocean and gives with the generosity of the stars. The live, which surged to 2 million viewers in mere minutes, transformed into a hallowed ground where his humanity glowed like a supernova, leaving fans awestruck, teary-eyed, and clinging to every syllable as if it were a lifeline of its own. What elevates this moment to the realm of the sublime is Taehyung's unshakable humility, a trait that transforms his vulnerability into a shared treasure. As he brushed that tear away with a shaky hand, he let out a soft, melodic chuckle, his voice a gentle wave breaking on a shore of emotion. I didn't mean to get so emotional, blame ARMY for being too amazing, too beautiful for words. This light-hearted deflection, delivered with a boyish grin that crinkled the corners of his eyes, turned his tears into a communal joy, a gift that deepened fans' love to unfathomable depths. He then wove a tapestry of revelation, speaking of late-night letters from fans that became his sanctuary during SDT, each note a beacon in the darkness of Barak's life, a habit he hinted at preserving even now, tucked into a wooden box he carved from a fallen tree branch near his Gyeochang home. Your words were my light, my compass when I lost my way, he added, his voice fracturing with emotion, a sound that sent fans into a frenzy of adoration on X, with that Tae My Heart posting, he's crying for us. How can our hearts not burst with love for this angel? This intimate glimpse into his inner sanctum, where fan love becomes a guiding star, unveils a Taehyung who cradles ARMY in the tenderest corners of his heart, a bond that strengthens with every tear, every sigh. His promise to weave it back hints at a future where his art, perhaps a soul-stirring album inspired by those letters, infused with the rustle of pressed flowers and the echo of SDT hums, becomes a testament to their shared journey, fueling a tidal wave of excitement and tears that threatened to overflow the digital world. The reaction was nothing short of a global emotional odyssey, instantaneous and overwhelmingly profound. Within 10 minutes, #TaehyungTears, #ARMYLove, and #VLightOfLife surged to the top of global trends, with over 7 million posts flooding X in a cascade of raw feeling. @V Voice of Hope shared a trembling screenshot of his teary eyes, captioned with, "Taehyung's love for us is a universe unto itself. I'm sobbing uncontrollably." In Seoul, fans gathered outside Bigot's building, their hands clutching handmade signs reading, "You are our strength too," their voices rising in a spontaneous, soulful chorus of stigma that echoed through the night, a hymn of gratitude. In New York, a fan live-streamed her reaction from a rooftop, tears streaming like silver threads as she whispered, "He's our guardian angel. How does he keep pouring so much love into us?" In Tokyo, a group of fans lit floating lanterns inscribed with Tae, our eternal flame, sending them skyward as a symbol of their devotion. This emotional tsunami reflects Taehyung's unparalleled ability to forge connections, a gift that transcends music and blooms in the garden of his words. Fans are replaying the clip with a fervor bordering on reverence, each viewing deepening their love into an abyss of adoration, with that Tae soulmate tweeting, "His tear was a gift for us. My heart is shattering and healing all at once." The Live's replay shattered records, hitting 4 million views in under an hour, a monument to his enduring magnetic impact that binds ARMY in a shared tapestry of tears and triumph. Taehyung's statement was no mere poetry. It was a veiled window into sacrifices that few have dared to imagine. During the live, he painted a vivid picture with words, mentioning sleepless nights during SDT where he'd hum melodies to anchor his spirit, a secret coping mechanism he'd guarded like a hidden treasure, revealed only now in the candlelight. "Your voices in my head kept me sane like a choir of angels in the chaos," he said, his voice a fragile thread that snapped with emotion, leaving fans breathless and teary-eyed. This revelation sketches a portrait of a man who weathered the storm of rigorous training, finding solace in the imagined cheers of ARMY, a resilience that adds a layer of brilliance to his golden soul. He also unveiled a hidden talent, a stroke of genius born in solitude. Writing short stories during SDT downtime, where ARMY were the valiant heroes saving him from the shadows, a creative haven that kept his spirit ablaze. "Maybe I'll share one day, your bravery deserves to be told," he teased with a wistful smile, igniting #Taehyung stories trends that buzz with anticipation. A rarer detail emerged. He crafted these tales on scraps of paper he salvaged from SDT rations, binding them with twine he unraveled from his uniform, a testament to his resourcefulness. These unseen efforts, humming through exhaustion, spinning narratives from scraps, reveal a Taehyung who transforms hardship into art, a selfless soul whose genius makes fans fall harder, their love a mirror to his light. Taehyung's words forged a bridge between his military crucible and ARMY's boundless present, a connection that defies the limits of distance and time. He recounted a poignant memory from SDT when a fan's letter arrived with a pressed wildflower, its petals fragile yet vibrant, a memento he carried in a pocket worn thin from constant touch. "It reminded me of home, of Geo Chang's fields under a summer sky," he said, his voice softening to a whisper, a rare glimpse into his longing that melted hearts into puddles of adoration. This tender link, forged through the smallest gestures, underscores his profound gratitude, with that V home heart tweeting, "He carried us in his pocket like a sacred relic, tears won't stop flowing." Fans have seized this moment to weave their own threads into the tapestry, sending letters adorned with pressed leaves and flowers from their own corners of the world, creating a global chain of love that spans oceans and mountains. A hidden gem. Taehyung admitted to pressing those flowers into a journal, sketching their outlines with charcoal he bartered for during SDT, a ritual that now inspires fans to send him botanical art. This mutual devotion, illuminated by his tearful promise, cements Taehyung as a beacon of warmth and wisdom, his humility a lighthouse guiding ARMY through life's storms. His vow to dedicate my entire existence to weaving it back has ignited a wildfire of speculation, a promise that dances on the edge of genius. Fans whisper of a solo album that could be a magnum opus, featuring tracks inspired by those SDT hums, melodies born under starlit skies, or the fan letters that became his shield, perhaps titled Army's Light or Eternal Bloom, with that Taemusic soul suggesting, imagine a symphony of his tears and our love. I'm crying just thinking about it. His guitar strums during the live hinted at embryonic melodies, a promise of music that will carry his gratitude into the cosmos, each note a thread in the fabric of their bond. He teased a collaboration with Nature's Sounds, recorded bird songs from Jeo Chong he captured on a borrowed recorder, adding a layer of earthy brilliance. This anticipation, paired with his emotional outpouring, plunges Army deeper into love, seeing him as an artist whose life is a canvas painted with their devotion. A genius who lives to give back. Army transformed this moment into a global embrace, a renaissance of love that paints the world in hues of Taehyung's spirit. In Busan, fans lit lanterns with messages like, Tae, you're our strength, our song, their glow reflecting off the Nakdong River like a constellation of hope. In London, a flash mob danced to Layover under a crescent moon, tears glistening like dew on their cheeks, while in Mumbai, fans painted murals of his teary smile, each brushstroke a prayer of gratitude. Charity drives sprang to life, supporting military families and floral therapy programs, inspired by his SDT tales and pressed flower ritual. With that global Tae love posting, his heart ignites ours. Let's light up the world for him. In rural Gyeochang, a fan planted a garden of wildflowers in his honor, a living tribute to the flower he carried. This unity, born from his words and tears, reflects Taehyung's power to uplift and unite, a love story written in the language of light and longing. Fans have begun a #Taehyung flower chain, sending pressed petals worldwide, a chain that mirrors his pocketed memento, binding Army in a shared heartbeat of devotion. Taehyung's live was a revelation of his golden heart, a spirit vulnerable yet invincible, giving yet endlessly grateful, a genius forged in the fires of sacrifice and love. His tears and words have woven a tapestry of emotion that Army will cherish as a sacred heirloom, a legacy that transcends music. He hinted at a secret project, a spoken-word album of his SDT stories, narrated with the hums that saved him, a gift he's crafting in silence. As BTS reunites in 2025, his star ascends to celestial realms, a constellation of talent and tenderness. BTS lovers, let's keep celebrating his journey, sharing this tear-soaked moment, and sending him a deluge of love he so richly deserves. Stay tuned for more from this unparalleled soul, Kim Taehyung, our eternal light, our blooming universe.